Sup, Pan dudes? Peter from Panda here. Hey, just ordered this and received it from DecalGirl. Something I bought, nothing they gave to me. And I want to show this to you. This is an Apple iPhone 6 clip case, and it's customized. And it's kind of cool because they actually put it in their own little DecalGirl packaging. But this is pretty simple. I just wanted to show you what it looks like because it's a little hard always on the website to see what you're going to get. And this is the service where you can upload your own artwork. In this case, I made it in PowerPoint. I did kind of lift some artwork from various other places, but then I tweaked and customized it. This is not for resale. It's actually for a gift for someone who just thinks it's cute. Even though this is totally my style. It's not for me. So, first of all, I just wanted to kind of show you how everything kind of comes together. So, in the on the online tool, they show you the shape of the case, the outside shape, and then there is a lot of bleed room. You're going to want to make a picture, and I uploaded mine in a JPEG format that's large enough to get to the image that you want on the center of the case, but have enough room, enough of a bleed, because they are going to print basically the rest of the image around the edges. Now, if you have something that's exactly the size of this back, you may just have like a white edge around the end. That would look kind of silly. So you just want to give yourself a nice big picture with a lot of extra border to it. And in fact, I had to tweak mine quite a bit to get the text in the center so that it wasn't wrapping around the edges of the case. Second of all, it was pretty easy to do, and it's pretty quick to get. And so, like I said, whether it's a photo that you like or something else, just be careful if you're not licensed or don't own the copyright to it. The cool thing here is even on the front edge, they've kind of wrapped that image all the way around. So when you put the iPhone in, you don't have kind of a naked lip right around the front where you're going to see it most of the time. Now, there are a couple places where there isn't like a real distinct printing, kind of right up here at the top, and then also right here at the bottom. Those are probably areas that are going to wear, and I don't really know how they actually do the printing, so it's going to be hard to say, if that's just kind of the nature of it, and I kind of think it is. What I think they do, and I don't know this as a fact, is they print it on a piece of like polyurethane and whatnot, and then kind of vacuum mold and heat it around a jig, a template of the phone. I don't know. That's my assumption. All right. So the other thing is I want to point out here is that the plastic is actually pretty thin. And I like that because, especially when you're just trying to add a design, you're not even trying to add the protection. But in this case, just a little bit of protection. You can kind of see it there on the cutout for the camera. Is that, we're not talking about a real thick piece of plastic. It's about as thin as, any iPhone plastic case would be. So that's kind of nice. Around the camera here, seems like a kind of a black insert right around the camera hole. Why that's important, and I don't know if that's just painted or if that's kind of molded in separately. It has a kind of a distinct ridge there. But why that's important is that when your flash goes off, if this is white, even though it's not hugging the flash itself, you can get a little like light feedback. I've seen it in a number of things, and even when they're black and it's really hugging, you can kind of get a little bit of glare. So the nice thing is they've thought about that and made it a nice wide open cutout so that presumably you're away from the lens, away from the flashes, and then they've also darkened it up so that you're not going to get flash, extra flash or starburst or whatever. And then a last thing that you can tell is that there is a fairly nice, smooth, kind of velvety layer right on the back here. One, to presumably prevent scratches, but then secondly, any flex or anything, it's going to hold that case, hold the phone really nice and tight without putting plastic right up against your aluminum, potentially scratching, clicking, knocking, whatever noise it might make. So that's a nice added feature, which I did not expect. Just in its kind of wall-to-wall carpeting in here, very thin. It's just like I said, it's just slightly raises it up, but very, 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 very thin. And so I'm impressed with that. Now, it's not cheap, and because every one of these is one-off, you wouldn't expect it to be, but it is about $30-ish, not including shipping, to get this case. So the cool thing about it is, like I said, you can make it your own and, you know, design something that's you or use a family photo. But the nice thing is, it's not just about the surface of the image. You actually get a pretty nice case here with a lot of the details that have been looked after. Cutouts for all your buttons, and a nice wide cutout for your speakers, and headphone jack at the top and the bottom. So full cutout at the top and bottom, I should say. No individual cutouts. So really cool case. I think they call it the clip case. It's the durable plastic case with wraparound art. Check it out, DecalGirl.com. I've gotten a number of things there and always been really pleased with them, including wraps and et cetera, for phones. So if you're looking for a way to spruce up your iPhone or your Android phone, check it out. Peter Von Panda, out.